Related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place. Go beyond. Well, hello, everyone. It is Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It's the Go Beyond show night, and I'm your host, Jordana Foster. As you may remember, at the beginning of last year, I decided to highlight one key word, whether it was I had a guest or a sponsor on the show or I was doing a training and coaching. And do you have any idea what the word of the day is? No? The word of the day is attitude. And I'm going to unpack that in just a minute. As a business coach, as a leadership and communication trainer, as a motivational speaker, and DISC certified trainer, I am passionate about helping business professionals and business owners and managers and teams and organizations to get out of their own way, to get unstuck, and to get very clear on what it is that's holding them back from achieving the goals that they have for their life, for their business, for their career. And do you know what I found? I found that it's usually more than one thing that's holding them back. From virtual and in-person mindset shift workshops and DISC personality workshops and communication and leadership trainings and corporate training programs designed for business professionals and managers and their teams, sales teams as well, that are looking to elevate their mindset, to enhance their communication skills, and to really up-level their performance to get the optimal results that they desire and deserve. How does that sound, right? Can you imagine? And you know what else? I want you to think about, do your managers need leadership training? There's a clear difference between being a manager, being a boss, and being a leader. There are skill sets involved. And there's equipping that needs to take place. And that's what I do. And the transformation is incredible. Now more than ever, having a thinking partner, an accountability partner, a business coach to help guide you through these still uncharted waters that we are still trying to figure out and navigate, okay? To help you think not only creatively, but strategically. It is not a luxury anymore to have a business coach and a mindset mentor. It's an absolute necessity. And I assure you, it's a real game changer. So if you're ready, and I mean really ready, to go beyond the limitations and excuses of what's holding you and your team back, to take you and your team to the next level. If you're a business owner or a manager, contact me for a complimentary discovery session or strategy session. Or if you have a team, contact me for a complimentary lunch and learn or workshop at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at readysetgobeyond, or contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. Here's the thing we all need to understand. If you want to grow your business, and I don't know if you're a business owner who doesn't want to grow their business now more than ever, right? Or if you have a career, right? And you want to advance in your career and take yourself to the next level. You need to grow yourself first. You need to do the work on the inside before it shows up on the outside. And I can help you do that. It's time for you to step up, show up, and never give up. It is time for you and your team to go beyond. So the word of the day is attitude. And it is such an important word, isn't it? We talk about business and we talk about our teams and we talk about performance and engagement and all of these things that are so important and bottom lines. But we really need to address the people factor. Okay. We need to address attitude. And it's something that goes unchecked and unnoticed and unfixed. Okay. So attitude is the way that a person feels or thinks about an experience, a person, a place, an action, right? And it's quite similar to our own individual perspective. And your attitude encompasses all of your emotions, okay, in a way in which you act towards something. So when you think about, I'm a mindset coach, and when you think about your thoughts, it starts from your mindset. Okay, it starts there. That's your starting point. But then those thoughts, the mindset is all based on your emotions, your feelings. And then that's about your attitude, which then in turn turns to your behavior, your actions, how you're reacting. So many people, there's so much going on in our world and our lives right now. And there are a lot of reasons to react in situations, but that's when we don't take a moment to think about what we're saying and how we're acting. And that's the difference of how I train and coach my clients and their teams from a leadership and a management standpoint and organizations as a whole to really understand the difference in where attitude comes into play between reacting and responding. That's a whole nother training. That's what I offer. And if that's something that you recognize within your organization, how your employees and team members, your colleagues, and even your management and leadership, what attitude they're bringing every day has a direct result and really affects and impacts the rest of your organization and who they're leading and managing. Okay? How, again, they're reacting and responding, but the attitude, their energy is very powerful, and we need to pay more close attention to this organizationally from an infrastructure standpoint. Okay? So it really affects the way that people perceive each other, somebody's attitude. Now, let me ask you a question. Who controls your attitude? You do, right? There are so many things, like I keep saying, that we feel and are out of our control, and they might be, but your attitude, just like your mindset and your actions, your behavior, how you represent yourself or your business, how you treat your team and your clients, that's your attitude. And that really, you need to really take an inventory of that pretty consistently. I actually do these exercises with my clients, with their teams, and especially with the leadership, with the managers, with the business owners, to really identify and acknowledge, we're not perfect. We're not always going to do the right thing and act. Our attitude isn't going to be exactly the way that it needs to be, but we need to own that. We need to have that humility and own that. And that's going to allow you to get better. If you think that you're perfect and there's nothing to learn, I assure you that there is. There's plenty of things that you need to do when you lead a team, when you run a company and an organization, and you're setting the example, your attitude, okay? So embracing a positive attitude may help you reduce stress levels, achieve your goals, cope with the challenges and stress that is running into our lives and businesses and careers every day at a much bigger, on a much bigger scale than we ever had anticipated. It also allows us to be more productive. And let's not forget, it helps us to support our overall wellness mentally and physically. And our mental well-being is so important. and it needs to be looked at within our organizations. And that shows up in people's attitudes. Okay. You can really, if you start to notice that awareness that we need to build up and establish within our companies and organizations, within our teams, is so important. Do attitudes influence other workers and change their personality towards work? Excellent question. And you just beat me to that. So attitudes, just like energy, are contagious. Okay? And I talk about this all the time, and I teach and train on this because it's something we need to acknowledge, and we need to nip that immediately. Now, let me tell you, because I'm always about positivity, right? Good and bad, positive and negative attitudes are contagious. Not just the negative, the positive ones too. Have you ever noticed when you walk into a room and you meet someone for the first time and you can feel their good energy, their good attitude, their positivity, right? And then no matter what kind of day you're having, it uplifts you too. You just feel better. You feel lifted up. Now, have you also noticed, it might be somebody that you already know or work with or a family member, there are some people whose attitudes are depleted, and they might not, I won't necessarily call them negative, but they might be. And what happens? It can bring you down. It can drag you down. It could keep you down. So it's really important to understand that when you are running a business, an organization, a team, it's completely contagious. And you are in charge of setting the tone and noticing and acknowledging what's happening within your team, within the organization. And it starts with you, okay? It starts with you being the example. And you can own it. We're not always going to be at the highest level, but then have a conversation. That's where I come in and I facilitate roundtable discussions, and we talk about real feelings. What happened this week? Did a client that you lost or ticked you off, or there was an expectation that was set that wasn't met? Whatever that is, talk about it. And then realize how people are feeling, and then bring the energy up. What can we do differently? How can we change that for the next time? How did you feel? What did you do? As a team, inclusive, being a leader, having everybody's feedback. That's what I do. That's what I love, when we have that collective dialogue and we allow the attitudes that might not be optimal to be discussed. And then you know what happens? Then I provide the team members, the managers, the leaders with to be able to be equipped with the skill sets to be able to handle that, and to be able to, the word pivot, right? To adjust when their attitude might be not where it needs to be. Because let's face it, we're human. It's not always going to be optimal, but we owe it to ourselves, to our goals, to the people we're leading, to our family, to everyone in our community, everybody, you don't know who's watching you, to be able to be that example and to make those adjustments. But you need the tools, and that's where I come in, because from a mindset, from an attitude, from a performance, we need to be equipped. And you need to realize that your team needs that, because you're so focused as a business owner or a leader or manager or boss, whatever you hang your hat on there, whatever you feel most comfortable with that title, you're looking at the ROI, you're looking at the bottom line. But you need to be looking at the people who are going to deliver that. And that performance can either improve and be boosted, or it can be depleted and not hit where you need to, depending upon the attitude, the engagement of your team, of your organization, of the people that are your employees and staff members. And that's where I come in. We do these assessments. Look, we are almost halfway mark of the year. And I'm going to do another training on this and talk about this, but it's time to do that assessment. That's where I come in, and we do a strategy session, and we look at the infrastructure and the people and the attitudes. How are they showing up? How are you showing up? And what do they need? What are they lacking in order to perform to the level that you expect them to, that they want to show up, but maybe they're not? And that's a real conversation. That is a facilitated discussion. Those are trainings. And if I can help you as a manager, as a business owner, as a team leader, and your team to have a strategy session, to have a lunch and learn, to have a discussion and a conversation about the attitude of your organization, the culture. Culture comes from the attitudes of who makes up that organization. It's not just a piece of paper you hang on the wall. And that's where I can come in to help you. As you can tell, I'm passionate about helping organizations and business owners and leaders and managers and the employees, because attitude matters and it makes all the difference. Contact me for a complimentary discovery session, a complimentary strategy session, a lunch and learner workshop at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. Your attitude as the owner, as the leader, as the manager, as the employee makes all the difference, because it is contagious, positive or negative, and I can help you go beyond. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break with my wonderful sponsors, and I will see you back here in just a minute. Thank you so much. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. Has changed. Have you changed? Leadership and success require so much more than they did before. Investing in your own personal development as well as the development of your team is an absolute necessity in this new, ever-changing digital business landscape. Mastering mindset and effective communication skills are critical pieces to the success and growth of your business now more than ever. I'm Jordana Foster, founder of Ready, Set, Go Beyond. As a certified mindset coach, business strategist, communication and leadership trainer, and motivational speaker, I am passionate about helping business professionals, business owners, executive managers, sales teams, and organizations to elevate mindset, enhance communication, and up-level performance. Mindset and communication are the key skills for success, especially now with most of us working remotely and interacting with our clients virtually on a daily basis. Don't just survive, it's time to thrive. Contact me for a complimentary 20-minute discovery session at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. If you want to grow your business or advance in your career, you need to grow yourself first. Step up, show up, and never give up. It's time to go beyond.
Does your pool have a leak? Pool leaks can be extremely costly, mostly because many homeowners don't realize the difference between normal evaporation and a leak. With over 20 years of expertise, LeakWorks provides premier leak detection, repair and pool equipment for pools, spas, and fountains. We've performed thousands of leak detections and repairs for both residential and commercial swimming pools throughout South Florida. We provide comprehensive leak detection using the latest state-of-the-art ultrasonic equipment to dive pools. We specialize in leak detection and repairs, skimmers, pumps, filters, main drains, heaters, lights, saltwater systems, and so many more. Call us at 954-629-3654 or email us at leakworksflorida@gmail.com to set up an appointment. Honest, reliable, dependable, licensed, and insured. LeakWorks. When it comes to pools, we have the tools and expertise to get the job done right.
At Building Financial Solutions, we understand that finances, inheritances, and retirement can be stressful, overwhelming, and complicated, and we simplify it together. We guide you through the process of preparing for today and tomorrow. We specialize in investments, inheritances, rollovers, annuities, retirement, estate planning, and insurance. Contact us for a complimentary consultation at 954-771-0100 or on our website, www.buildingfinancialsolutions.com. Building Financial Solutions. Simplifying finance.
Securities offered through Aventex Investment Services, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Aventex Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Aventex affiliated insurance agency.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Welcome back to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. I'd like to thank my wonderful sponsors. First, LeakWorks, which is your expert in pool leak detection and pool repair and every kind of pool repair you can imagine. Over 25 years in the business, licensed and insured, residential and commercial. Contact leakworks.com for all of your pool repair and leak detection needs. And also Building Financial Solutions, a private wealth management firm that helps you simplify finance. And you know, finances can be so complicated. So having Matthew Botkin with Building Financial Solutions can certainly help you simplify the process. So the word of the day that we're continuing to talk about is attitude. It's so important. Your attitude and those around you, okay? And again, as a business owner, as a manager, as a team leader, as a staff member, it's very important for you to set the tone. You need to do a check-in on yourself, right? And to set the tone and really acknowledge how you're feeling, right? Thank you so much. It's really important. And you know, as a leader, as a manager, your attitude will affect everybody around you, okay? And guess what happens when you, as a business owner, as a boss, as a manager, as a leader, your attitude, good or bad, it's affecting your employees. And what happens when it affects your employees? Well, then it's affecting the employees of how their attitude is with your clients. And do you see how this has that effect? It continues. Each person touches the other. So we really need to be very aware. We need to be very intentional with our attitude. How we're feeling affects what we do and what we say. And that attitude, how we're showing up. And once again, we control our attitude. Okay, your workplace can certainly, be affected by the presence of your attitude. And when it's positive, do you know what happens? You're more creative and innovative, which is what we need so much right now in this ever-changing business landscape that we're all still trying to figure out. It also helps with productivity and improves that. It helps us to overcome the obstacles, which there are many, the setbacks and the challenges. Why is it so important to have that good, or I would like to say great attitude, that positive attitude? Well, think about from your hiring standpoint. When you are hiring, and I'm brought in oftentimes for companies because when they're looking for someone, I want you to understand not to just hire for experience. I want you to hire for attitude and presence, and what they're going to bring to the table, how they're going to complement. There's where the personalities come in, right? I did the personality training. Who it is and how they're going to fit in with your existing team members, right? How they're all going to collaborate and align with each other and work more cohesively. So it's very important to acknowledge the attitudes, the energy of the person that you are hiring, as well as the people that you have existing, your talent pool that you have in place. It is so vitally important to know that when you're bringing people on board, yes, it's so important to be able to have somebody who has the capabilities, who have the knowledge and the expertise and experience. But what about their attitude? Because how they're going to fit into your puzzle, into your organization with your existing team members can make or break your team. And that can affect your clients, how they're being serviced, the product that you're delivering, the attitude that you are presenting to your clients as well. So it is very important to acknowledge and to understand how that plays a role. Also, stress management. I talked about your health and well-being and the interpersonal skills. I can go on, and I think that it's quote time, so I want to have time for the quote. The quote of the day is this: a great attitude is not the result of success. Success is the result of a great attitude. Earl Nightingale. I'm going to say that again. That's worth repeating. A great attitude is not the result of success. Success is the result of a great attitude. Do you, as a business owner or a manager, leader, or a team member, have a great attitude more often than not? What's stopping you? What do you need to bring it up, to motivate your team, to show up bigger and better? And I can help you, to really embrace a better attitude so that you can inspire and motivate your team, your organization, even your clients to go beyond. And I would love to be able to help you do that. Contact me for that complimentary discovery session, or strategy session, or webinar. ReadySetGoBeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready Set Go Beyond. Contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. Attitude matters more than you realize. I'm Jordana with the Go Beyond Show. Catch me here every Tuesday night on Facebook at Ready Set Go Beyond and WWNN. And watch your attitude and improve it today. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye now. Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and